Hi students, welcome back to the class which is discussing about motion. So far, we have learned about translatory motion, then rectilinear, curvilinear and circular motion which is coming under translatory motion. We have learned that an object will be in rectilinear motion if it moves along a straight line. Like that, an object will be in curvilinear motion if it moves along a curved path. But if it is moving around a circular or closed path, then it is said to be in circular motion. Then we have learned that if an object rotates or spins about an axis, it is said to be in rotatory motion. Then we have discussed the differences between oscillatory motion and vibratory motion. That is, if the entire object is moving to and fro from the center position, then it is in oscillatory motion. But if instead of entire object, only some parts are moving from center position, then it is said to be in vibratory motion. And in the case of oscillatory motion, the object will be moving only in particular direction. Whereas in the case of vibratory motion, the object will be moving in different direction. Then in previous class, we have discussed about repetitive motion and also we learned about random motion. Today, we are going to learn about combination or multiple motion. From the heading itself, we can guess the speciality of this motion. Is it? Combination motion means the motion which is formed as a result of combination of many other motion, isn't it? Now, what is the meaning of multiple? The multiple means more than one type of motion. For example, when we are cycling, we have to move forward through straight road and sometimes we have to take turnings. That means there occurs rectilinear motion when we move in a straight line or straight path. And when we are moving through turnings, the cycle, everything will be having curvilinear motion. Then, when the bicycle is moving, we know that the wheel is rotating around its own axis. So, we will say that it also has rotatory motion. So, when we are considering the examples of moving bicycle, we came across rectilinear motion, curvilinear motion and rotatory motion. We know that this rectilinear motion and curvilinear motion together comes under the category translatory motion. So here we can see three types of motions such as rectilinear, curvilinear and rotatory motion. Thus the moving bicycle is an example for multiple or combination motion. So we can define combination or multiple motion as when an object possesses two or more types of motions at the same time, it is said to have a combination motion or a multiple motion. Let us read the definition for combination or multiple motion once again. That is, when an object possesses two or more types of motions at the same time, it is said to have a combination or a multiple motion. The other examples for combination or multiple motion are the one is Earth. We know that the Earth rotates around its own axis and it revolves around the Sun. Since it rotates, it will be having rotatory motion and when it revolves, it will be having curvilinear motion. Since the rotation and revolution takes a fixed time interval, it will be having periodic motion. So we can say that it is an example for multiple or combination motion. Next example is A bowler delivers a ball. We know that ball will be rotating or spinning around its own axis while moving, so it will have rotatory motion. And when we are bowling, it will take a curved path or straight path. So it will be having curvilinear motion or rectilinear motion. That is, in this case, there are two kinds of motion. They are rotatory motion and translatory motion. Or else we can say that there are three kinds of motion: rotatory, curvilinear, and rectilinear motion. Then, in the case of a drilling machine, we know that drilling machine is used for making a hole in the wood or any other places, and it will be having rectilinear and rotatory motion. This is because while it is being rotated, it is also getting pushed forward. So while rotating, it will be having rotatory motion. Since it is getting pushed forward, it will be having rectilinear motion. Like this, we can find more examples for combination or multiple motion. Now, the next kind of motion that we are going to discuss is uniform and non-uniform motion. Uniform motion means the object will be covering equal distances in equal intervals of time along a straight line. That means if a car covers a distance of 50 km in first hour, then 50 km in the second hour, 50 km in the third hour, like that. That means same kilometers are covered in same time interval or an equal time interval. So we will be telling that they will be having uniform motion. So what will be non-uniform motion? Non-uniform motion means if the object is covering 30 kilometer in first hour, it can cover 50 kilometer in second hour. It's not compulsory, it should be 50 or some other kilometers, or 20 kilometers in third hour. That means object will be covering unequal distances in equal intervals of time. So we can say that an object is said to have uniform motion if it covers equal distances in equal intervals of time along a straight line, and an object is said to have non-uniform motion if it covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.